How the heck are you, everybody? I'm Fastidious, and welcome to the school. Today's video is going to be a companion piece of sorts to yesterday's video, in that yesterday's video was day one of the new series on the new account, explaining the rules and what we're setting out to do here. However, all I really did was set up the account, get that Rector Draft, all the goodies, but didn't really play the account. So this is still day one in the series in this video. However, I just finished a 6.5-hour stream of gameplay. Anyone that's ever started a brand new account with the goal of progressing as quickly and efficiently as possible knows that first day is essential just to get off the ground running. And boy, oh boy, were we running. We pulled 3 Sacred Shards. Our main man, Kale, we made him our first 5-star champion. We brought him to 50. We fully booked him, and we bought his masteries. And on top of all that, we did tons and tons of missions, tons and tons of challenges. I put together some highlights. It took me a while to edit. Hopefully it's enjoyable. I tried to get it as short as possible. I think it's about 28 minutes. And then if you stay to the end, I'll have a little recap just to, explain what I was doing there and also go over exactly how much money we've spent, how much money we've made from donations. Thank you guys so much to everyone that has donated. And yeah, to show you guys where you can reach the spreadsheet, which I'm going to make public in a Google Sheet. With all that being said, let's hop on in.
Fastidious.
Fastidious.
All right, so purchase-wise, obviously in the first video, we bought the gem pack, which I purchased. That was $10. Then on mobile, I wasn't able to do it on stream because you can only buy the raid pass, the raid card, while you're using your mobile phone. However, I really think this is worth it, at least for the first month, because you're doing so many campaign battles. So basically, every 5 runs, you get a free run. That's how it's working out XP-wise and silver-wise. That's kind of huge when you're doing hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of runs. Maybe thousands, I don't know. But, when you first start a new account, you're always over the energy cap. So you're really just pounding through. And the runs are all like 4 energy, in the normal campaign, and then 6 energy in the hard campaign. So you're doing many, many runs. It's not like you're spending 8 in Brutal or 16 in Nightmare or something. So I thought this was a good purchase. So that's fantastic. And then now we're going to make our third purchase. We've only spent 20, and now we're going to make it 30. So where's this nice pack? The starter bundle. We are going to buy this. Hopefully this doesn't show any personal information. All right, well, I will cut here on the stream in the video for 1 second. I'm going to put this in, and then we are going to buy this. Okay, sweet, it worked. I'll show you guys. We can go back to the normal mode. You can see it's gone. If I go to display capture, here, thank you for your order. Bing, bang, boom. Actually, it's $10.83. I'm gonna get screwed out of like 8% of everything, aren't I? Whatever. But that is a consideration to make, That is a consideration to make. Big purchase. So we got the starter bundle. What does that give us? Let's go to the inbox and claim our goodies. So it's going to allow us to take our starter champion, which is always magic affinity, whether that be Kale, whether that be Gallic, whether that be Elaine, whether that be, oh my god, Aethel, right? So we get the Ascension materials, really nice. Some of those, 5 rare books for our rare champion, magic brews for a magic affinity champion, and then 3 3-star chickens to bring them to 4 stars, and then eventually 4 4-star chickens to bring them to 5 stars. We also get, what is this, 100 gems and 125k silver. It's pretty sweet. People in the chat are saying easy mode. Yeah. That's why it's pay to win, right? We're doing this pay to win experience. We've got Kale waiting. I already have him at level 30 just from gameplay. Arbiter's going to teach me how to do something I've done literally thousands of times. And bing, bang, boom. Kale's at rank 4. Moreover, let's take some of these brewskis. I'm not going to get him all the way to 40 yet because he's going to be a good enough farmer already. However, 25, that feels right. He should be pretty powerful. And then skills-wise, thank you for teaching me, Arbiter. We got those 5 skill books, plus I've gotten 3 skill books, which I'll have either explained before this or I will right after this in the video, just by doing the challenges, and I think maybe 1 mission gave these books, but for sure I got at least 2 of them from challenges, the artifact challenges. But, we're obviously going to eventually fully book Kale, so let's just throw these on him. All right, and I just did another a challenge thing. It feels weird to be booking a champion outside of CVC, but of course this instant progression, it's important stuff. So the A1's almost done. We have one book left. I'm gonna fully book him out, obviously. The A2 is what I probably care the most about right now, just for that damage. We need 2 more books there, and then we need 3 more books on the A3. So in total, 3, 2, and then 1. So 6 more books we need for our Kale. We'll probably have them finished like within the hour. But there we go. That's our 3rd purchase, our first like real pack purchase, because I think the monthly gems, that's a slow, steady thing. You know, this raid pass is a month pass, but this was like instant goodies. So I've not made a purchase like that in, I don't know, a year and a half plus. But thanks to the school, all our us little fish, you know, we're doing some cool stuff. So moving on, this is the school collaborative pay-to-win experience, and I'm live on Twitch right now, and everyone in the chat is insisting we use 30 bucks of our own to go over here and buy the monthly pack. So what does this pack give us? It gives us 5 ancient shards, 1 sacred shard, 3 void shards, 1,000 energy, and 800 gems. Kind of cool. You know, it's a decent. It's not a terrible deal. To me, this doesn't seem like a very good deal. I always look at energy in terms of gems, right? So what? 1,000 gems is 25. Wait, no. So at one, if we were fully leveled, right? 1 refill would be 130 energy. So this is maybe like 8 refills, which would be 320 gems, roughly, right? So it's maybe 1,120 gems plus the shards. It's okay, but we took a poll. 4 to 1 people voted that they want to get the monthly pack. So the monthly pack we shall get. I'm gonna pay for it right now. There you have it. We purchased it. Spending a lot of money out here, guys. But you know, we're doing this democratically. I'm not actually voting right now. I guess I'd be like the swing vote. But this is what you guys want to do. Yeah, it's a big purchase. That's by far our biggest purchase. 30 bucks, but we get 3 voids, sacred, 5 ancients, 800 more gems, which is nutty. All this energy, which we will save, and all this stuff over here we'll save. Oh, apparently there was an update, so we got this nice stuff too. So, what do we got? We got almost 1,300 gems already from all these purchases and all this stuff going on, right? So we got 1,295 gems. We will be using those shortly, as you'll see a little bit later on. However, right now, if we go to the summoning portal, these are the shards we have. 21 mysteries, 5 ancients we just bought, the 3 voids we just bought, and 1 sacred. We've all decided in the chat that we are going to run this efficiently. We're going to be smart about our stuff. We're going to save these ancients, save these voids. However, we have 1 sacred right about here, and your first 24 hours on a new account, this is not something I've ever seen before, but I know they've been doing it for the past few months. You get 2x on sacred shards. So what does a 2x on sacred shards mean? Well, normally the rates on sacred shards are a 6% chance for a legendary, 94% chance for an epic. Now this is doubled for legendary champions. So a 12% chance on legendary champions and an 88% chance on epics. The chat, they want to get the dopamine rush. They want to YOLO this. We got the 2x. Everyone's wishing me luck. We're going to cross our fingers. We're going to pull this bad boy and see if we get something absolutely wild. Let's see what this pay-to-win experience is like. Okay, an epic. And what is this, Grizzled Jarl? He's not a bad champion. You don't see me jumping out of my seat or anything, because he's not that amazing. However, he's going to be very relevant for a clan boss team without question. Attacks one enemy with a heal reduction. Don't care about that at all. However, this move right here, we get an increased defense and a block debuffs. This is on a 3-turn cooldown. That's pretty sweet. But if we time out the speed tune well, that could work really effectively, for blocking stuns. Or maybe, when he puts out the AoE decreased speed, depending on affinity, AoE decreased accuracy, stuff like that. And then increased defense for 2 turns on a 3-turn cooldown. Once we get lasting gifts and stuff, it's a good pull. He's going to be very relevant for clan boss. He could be a carry in the early dungeons and things like that. He's a very cool champ. And then his A3, I'm not even familiar. Oh, and he has decreased attack. He's going to be really, really good for clan boss. Defense-based champion, so he's nice and tanky. You know what? Actually, let's pop over here into the index so I can show you. We can look up his full stats when he's going to be fully built. this is the kind of champion I wouldn't feel too bad about taking to 60. If we looky here, so what? Healthy amount of HP for a defense-based champion. Not crazy amount of defense, not bad, but sub 1300. 1300 in my head randomly is kind of the threshold. But these are good base stats. He's a little slow, but he probably will be like our go last kind of guy who puts up the block debuffs. Actually, almost certainly he will. Puts up the block debuffs and the increased defense before the clan boss finally takes his turn. Yeah, our clan boss team, people are saying in the chat, our clan boss team's looking really good, right? There we go. All right, market unlocked. That is fantastic. Let me make a note of that. Market has unlocked, so we can go there and use our first gems we've ever used on the account. So between all our purchases and doing our little things so far, we are over 13,000 gems, which is fantastic. It pays to pay, I guess. So we can start unlocking spots. So you start off in the market on a new account. I think a lot of people that have played for a while maybe forget this, or you just it wasn't important to you at the time. 4 spots unlocked, 8 spots are locked and gated. Half of these are gonna be gated behind silver, like you just saw, or maybe less than half. Let's see. And then, so 2 behind silver, and then we got to pay some gems, some more silver, some gems, some more silver, some gems, and some more silver. So how many was that? 5 were gated behind gems, right? And we were at 1305, so we spent exactly 250 gems to unlock the market. I think that's a great first purchase. You know, you might see a couple pieces of gear you like there. You might see mystery shards, which I always suggest you get. And then, you know, 5 times a month, you will see an ancient shard. So this is our gem purchases number 1. So what I would normally want to do next is 800 gems to unlock 1 champion's mastery, if you're a spender. Otherwise, I would go straight to the mine and start unlocking it. However, keep in mind, once you start unlocking it, you want to fully unlock it. It is fully unlocked at 1,500 gems. Each level is 500 gems. Nice. Come on, just survive it. Yes! I think we got it. 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 Come on, baby. Ho-ho! Now that's hard content, baby. That is hard content. Hey, wow. Wow, look at that ancient shard, baby. Woo! Okay, you love to see it. You love to see it. So we're spending more gems. We've had a long conversation. Well, not that long, but we've been talking about it for like the last 5 minutes in the Twitch chat, and we decided we are, in fact, going to master Kale. I mean, this is a decision that maybe not the sexiest choice, but definitely you can't argue with it, you know? He's our best DPS right now. We're not getting simple for 6 more days. Not going to sit around waiting for him. We know Kale's viable. We know we can eventually convert the build and make him the debuffer I see him as, honestly, pretty shortly. But for now, you get a free reset. Let's give him, like, full-on damage masteries. Just get him slapping. And then, you know, we're in 4th place now. I'll show you really quickly in this novice tournament. We want to be flying through content, getting Kale smacking with Rector Drath, reviving him whenever he falls and stuff. It's gonna be effective. There you go. We are 232 points. The guy in first is running away with it, but I trust, you know, we're spenders, right? We can catch him. I know exactly what I'm doing. So let's master Kale. It's gonna cost 800 gems. If you see here, we have 1,055 gems, and yeah, so that'll put us at what, 255 left over. And another discussion we're having in chat is, because you guys know I've mentioned I want to master Simple once we get him, and I was thinking would be the champion we spend gems on. However, because we're spenders, maybe it's worth thinking about, we could master 2 champions with gems. You know, because it's going to take a ton of energy. Our champions aren't going to be high enough level to be farming Minotaurs 13 most efficiently already. So I think the move might be to master Kale now, and then in 6 days, we will also master Simple. So we're going to do get all scrolls. That's how you do it. Get every scroll you need to unlock this champion all the way to rank 6. Unfortunately, we're not yet going to be able to get the 5th and 6th tier. That we get the 5th tier when Kale is at 5 stars, 6 when he's at 6 stars. However, he'll be at 5 stars very shortly. 6 stars, not today, but hopefully pretty soon. But those first 4 tiers, it's going to be important as it is. So let's get all scrolls. 800 gems. Boom. We've now spent 1,050 gems. I'm gonna just write a note here. 800 gems for Kale. Yeah, so we're going to go offense tree and then support tree, and I'm going to take you guys through how I like to do the beginner Kale mastery. So, of course, any champion that's going to be doing any damage or that has any part of their kit that requires crit rate, you're going to go deadly precision in the offense tree tier 1, followed by keen strike, which is 10% crit damage. Just a really nice baseline to give yourself. So now for Kale, attacking with full HP, a lot of the times when he's campaign farming, doing stuff like that, progressing, he will have full HP, especially when he's getting healed up, getting Veils on him by Rector Drath, all that good stuff. So we unlock Heart of Glory. Then just moving right down along to make him as good a farmer as possible until we get that nice lifesteal gear. We are going to put Life Drinker, heals by 5% of damage inflicted when attacking with 50% HP or less. Let's get that. I also want to get damage increases damage inflicted to targets with less than 40% by 8% with single out. That's a great mastery. And then a really, really excellent mastery right here is going to be Bring It Down. It increases damage by 6% when attacking targets with higher max HP. Basically, all your damage dealers, for sure in PvE content, the enemy will always have higher max HP. And I'm not just saying bosses, but also the waves you face and stuff like that. You know, unless you're really doing way, way lower content, which really isn't going to be the case. Even champions like when you're farming 12-3 Brutal down the road, they have crazy high HP pools compared to what you're probably going to have. So excellent, excellent mastery to grab. We're going to leave it be here right now. I'm going to go over to the support tree. We're going to take the 10 accuracy. We want to land all those great poison debuffs. Now we are going to do Charged Focus, increase accuracy by 20 when this champ has no skills on cooldown. When we are doing content like Dragon or content like the Clan Boss, of course, we are going to lead with his A3, which puts out the chance at 4 poisons, so there'll be nothing on cooldown. So there we go, Charged Focus. Next, we have Swarm Smiter. This increases accuracy by 4 for each enemy alive. Stacks up to 16. Really, really good. You know, all the waves you face are going to have 5 enemies at the beginning, so why not get an extra, you know, it only stacks up to 16, but why not get 16 more accuracy? So there we go there. Now we have to make a couple decisions. So I'm thinking when we're first building him, because I envision resetting these masteries probably once we start converting his build, and he's not the total damage dealer, more just a poisoner. You know, do we want something like Evil Eye or decrease the target's turn meter? This is really most relevant in PvP in the arena. Kale's kind of going to be our nuker, so by the time he goes, by the time his A1 rolls around, that'll be his 3rd turn. I would like the fight to be over. Could be strong for PvE content, though, this early on, so that's something to think about. This move, I never like it unless you have to get to something else, Cycle of Magic, or if a champion has like a crazy, crazy overpowered A2 maybe, and they only have like an A1 and an A2. So think of a champion like Bad Alcazar, right? He doesn't have a third active skill, so this is kind of worth it, the 1 in 20 chance that you get the decreased the A2, right? Because you know it's focused there. But when there's the randomness, whether it's going to the A2, the A3, I don't know. I don't think it's worth it. I do think we'll take Evil Eye. The more I'm thinking about it, I think this is going to be relevant for PvE content right now. And I was always planning on it. I was just waiting till later. We are going to take Cycle of Violence, 30% chance of decreasing cooldown of a random skill by 1 turn if the damage inflicted by skill exceeds 30% of the target's max HP, occurs once per turn. This is really, really good for his A2, the big nuking move. It's going to allow us to reset his A3 or his A2. We got to grab it. And then finally, no, I guess that's everything. This is a thought to take Laura's Steel, but I just think it's not significant enough since we're eventually going to have him in Lifesteal shortly, so we'll only be getting at most 1 bonus for a 2-set piece. So there we have it. We have Kale. Look at that. He's almost at 5,000 combat power. This is going to be our initial build. We got to get him to 5 stars. We get 3 more excellent masteries. And as you guys saw from the purchase of the starter bundle, we have the 4 4-star chickens to do it. So I'm going to head back to the campaign, keep on farming, and bing, bang, boom. All right, so we've been in the campaign for a nice little while. We've 3-starred on our first try all the way through with just Kale and Rector Drath through Tillshire, stage 7, where you get the resistance gear. You'll see this is our little team. However, on 8-1, we already failed. I feel like stage 8 is always where I just lose steam when I'm doing these initial campaign runs when my champions aren't really built. But I will say, kind of moral of the story of this account so far is Rector Drath is just, it's not fair having her on day 1 of an account. She's such a good healer. She's so useful, and that res, even unbooked, her resurrection is so good. Just to have a good reviver from the second you start the game, just not very fair. Very cool stuff. So I just thought we could collect all these rewards together for the progress I've made so far. So that was a 1-day XP boost. So we should have a decent chunk. Yeah, so that puts us into our second day of XP boost now. 25,000 silver, 20 more gems. So already restocking up on gems. An ancient shard, 50,000 silver. That's gonna be 50 gems. There we go. A ring, lizardman ring. All right, would have loved to see a Knight Rev ring, Knight's Revenant ring, or a Dark Elves, but that's all right. So yeah, I think now maybe we might just have to be grinding, farming some people up. I'll quickly show the champs, just for a little update. The only two we've really actively been working on are Rector, who's almost at level 40 now, and then Kale, who's getting there. We have the 4-star chickens for Kale, so getting him to 5 will be huge. And then we just have some food we're working on. So yeah, check in a little bit, see how we're doing. Okay, so just wanted to come in with a quick tip, super important thing I wanted to make sure I touched on for like the first day of your account, from the first second of your account. Something to be thinking about are these challenges. So these challenges, there's 4 types of challenges: champion challenges, artifact challenges, dungeon challenges, and arena challenges. They all have between, I think, 1 and 10 parts. You see, this one has, 3 parts? Or 3 and 10 parts. This one has 5 parts, this has 10 parts, and this has 5 parts. So you'll see here, I'm about to finish part 1 of the champion challenges. They look like summon a spirit champion, magic champion, blah, blah, blah. You'll see when you do it. And then this final one I did, win a campaign battle using 4 champions of level 20 or higher. So I do that, 3-day XP boost, very nice, and we get a rare book for Kale, excited about that, and now we get a new set of challenges. So these are more about walking you through the steps of, you know, how to build out champs. So you get some uncommons, bring them to 10, and then rank them up to 2 stars, you know, then upgrade 3 commons to 20, and then rank those to rank 3, right? So bring them from 20 to level 1, rank 3. Basically just telling you how to make your own food and good stuff like that. Little challenges like that. But the goodies along the way are really important, particularly the books. And also, you know, you're gonna have to do them, so why not just get them out of the way? Also important, you know, to look for synergies with the missions. So one of them I had earlier, which I didn't film, unfortunately, but in the artifact challenges, it was like, you know, equip attack champion with 3 sets of offense gear at +4, right? That you've leveled to +4, and then at the same time I had a mission that said like level 6 pieces of equipment to +4, so that worked out really nicely. Got to do 2 things at once. So I mean, there's no big pressure, but with your missions and particularly with your challenges, just keep an eye on it, try to stay on top of it if you can, and you'll see you get little goodies. So what, an arena tokens, some silver, why not? You know, it helps grease the wheels as you start, whether you're free to play or you're a dirty spender like we are now on this account. So yeah, let's actually do a quick look in on Kale, throw another book on him, and then I'll go back to my campaign grinding. So if you look here, we have 4 left. So after this one, we'll have just 3 books left, and our Kale will be fully booked thanks to the packs, thanks to the grinding, thanks to the challenges and the missions, probably within the first, I don't know, 4 hours of this account. So that's pretty fun. And yeah, now when we go back and we bring him to, to the campaign, things will be looking, yeah, maybe he'll be a little more potent, you know? I have been in the campaign farming stage 2-3 for 37 straight runs in the normal campaign. Just trying to finish this this challenge over here from the Artifacts challenge. If we looky here, you'll see win a 3-star shield. We did win the weapon. This took like 40 tries. We'll grab that energy. However, one thing that happened is we got Kale to 40 by running that so many times. So a bit of good news. And from our starter bundle, we have the 4-star chickens. So now we have our first 5-star champion, baby, and it's Kale. All right. 56 tries. It took 56 tries, but we did it. There it is. Okay, so one benefit of farming Sewers of Arnok forever and ever and ever is we got so many food champs from there. 2 stars, 3 stars, another 3 star, 3 more 3 stars. Crazy. But now they're all in our overflow, so we've got to make more space. So we're going to add, let's see, how much does it cost? Let's add 20 more spots here. We also have our vault to work with, but for now, you know, we're going to have to expand this eventually. There's no reason not to, I see now. Let's clear all this stuff out. And yeah, no rush to expand your roster and your vault, but you're eventually going to want to do it. So, you know, if you're spending a little and you got the silver like we do, why not just get some spots unlocked out of the way? So now we finish this. It's another book for Kale. I think we're actually, wait. Okay, so we just did that artifact challenge, which got us one book, and then we had picked up another book, I guess, from a mission. So, boom, 4.5 hours into the stream, still day one. Kale is fully booked. Spending makes it easy, baby. This is, I'm learning something myself today. So we got another big contribution of $18.85, thanks to Daniel Archer. And that brings us to the $54 or whatever we need with tax to get this pack. The chat has voted and decided we are going to get this pack. We only have 3 minutes and 34 seconds left to decide it. The decision is made, and yeah. All right, there you have it. We have purchased it for $54.18. Crazy how much spending we've done on this spending account today. To recap, we have spent like 100. What have we spent? Including my money, we've spent almost $120. You know, I'll recap everything at the end, but ka-ching, cue the sound effect. Pretty wild. So, also with that purchase of the level 20 pack, we have comfortably over 1,500 gems, which means we can unlock the mine and fully level it to level 3. Which is the third major thing we said we wanted to do with our gems. We've now completed all of that in just one day, and you know, spending really seems to expedite your gem acquisition. So, yeah, the mine is good, the market's good, and Kale has his masteries. Things are looking up. Is this it? Yeah! Woo! All right, we're doing this. 2 sacred pulls. We've got the 2x live. Thank you to everyone that, you know, made all this possible, this first day of this new series, of this new account, with your donations and all that fun stuff. So let's get rewarded, you know. New player, we got surprise 2x boosted summons. We got the 12% chance. 2 sacreds. Let's do this. Even if it's an epic, let's just get a good epic. Okay? Terrible. What is this? Flesh Terror? Snorting Thug? The exact opposite of what we wanted. Unusable. Very disappointed. But we got one more chance. Come on. Miscreated Monster. That ain't bad. That is not bad at all. Wow. So Zargala. This is what I'm saying. This is why we didn't pick Tyrell, you know? Because you can get AoE decreased defense champions with a lot more ease nowadays. There was a time when it was just like Zargala, Tyrell, and then, you know, the War Maidens of the world. Obviously, I'm leaving some out, but it was very hard to get AoE decreased defense. But nowadays, we got lots of new champions, you know, Armina, Deacon, Duck the Pierce, Stagnite, all these kind of champions. But I'm not complaining because she's pretty awesome. Double hitter. When you book it out, 4 turn cooldown, not a 3 turn cooldown, so it's not ideal. Hits pretty hard though. Triple hitter when she's ascended. And then you got a 75% chance of placing decreased defense on each hit. So over 3 hits, you're almost certainly gonna land it. And what's cool about this is it's 75% on each hit, so you're not gonna weak hit probably all 3 times. So it's like a little more affinity proof than your normal non-void debuffers that have contact moves, not just like a place debuff kind of move. So she's a champ we should definitely be interested in. Attacks one enemy, it will instantly activate the crack armor skill, which is the A3. If it kills someone, and this move hits pretty hard, and you can get it to a 2 turn cooldown. And she's a champion we might consider booking. We probably will book her. Pretty sweet. You know, and then we get a 50% chance weaken on the A1. She hits real hard. Orcs are a tough faction, so like I'd love to have her on my other account. She's really good. And then I think, what is this, a dungeon aura? All battles. Wow, that's crazy. So she's immediately going to go into our clan boss team just to help us get the accuracy requirement up. Once we get Alex, the simple character, he's got a 60 accuracy aura, so he will be our new lead. But you know, she's gonna be valuable. So I'm gonna call it a day for the first day on this account. I'm gonna end the stream when I post the video. It's gonna cut right now to me doing a quick recap. So there you have it, guys. That was a very long day playing Raid. It was an exhausting stream. I am tired with a capital T. However, I wanted to quickly show you the money, since that's a big part of what this spending account in this series is gonna be. So I've made this shareable spreadsheet on Google Sheets, which you will find in the description. I will change the formatting because I know this aesthetic is not the most pleasing. However, you can see these are the 5 purchases we've made so far. So to recap, the gem pack for $10, the raid card for $10, the starter bundle for $10. I really was happy with that purchase with the starter bundle. The monthly pack for $29.99 and the level 20 pack for $49.99, coming to a grand total in one day, on day one, of $119.14. We will not make a habit of this, I don't think. We're not spending this every day. However, you know, you want to, like I said, start running, and there's no better time to spend than at the very beginning. That's where you're going to get the most bang for your buck in terms of progression. And then if we look to the right here, we see donations. This first one, my skin in the game, that's just me. You know, that's me putting myself out there a little bit. I paid $10.83 for that, for the daily gems. You can see here also we have the tax included. And then we got Norbert, who's our big #1 donor so far. He's also the moderator of my Discord. Come through the Discord, link in the description. He made 2 donations for a total of $59.07. So shout out to him. Shout out to Amanda, who made 1 donation of $10. Mello made a donation of $7. Archer with that donation of $18.85. Pabs made a donation of $5. And Jamorn made a $5 donation. So that puts us at a total, including the money I spent, at $115.75 in donations. You can see we're a little bit in the red, a little over $3, but I think we'll make that up over time. Nothing to worry about. But yeah, there you have it. I hope this video did not go on and on and on for too long, so I'm just going to end it right here. And yeah, tomorrow's video maybe going to be a little bit more concise, but there's going to be a ton of progression. I've already started on it. See you guys tomorrow.
Fastidious.